EndZone. I don't know about you, my favorite Thanksgiving side dish are sweet potatoes. So we got Vardaman and Smithville in our game of the week. Some Knowles, some Rams. West Point, the Green Wave. Kanan Daniels, the Florida commit, hosting Lafayette and the Louisville Power Cats. Could they stay undefeated? That and more coming up.
WCBI Sports EndZone Show is brought to you by Jax, Carl Hogan Toyota, Wade Incorporated, Southern Housing, and Clark Beverage Group.
Welcome into Week 9 of EndZone. We thank you so much for joining us. John Sokoloff and Gracie Barra hanging out with you late this Friday night. We got a lot of great high school action, bunch of highlights, bunch of updates, bunch of commentary. But first, our game of the week featured the undefeated Vardaman Rams, who, Grace, have made an argument that they're the best team in 1A.
You think they have?
Well, I mean, they made an argument that they could be. I mean, you know, Biggersville's good.
Yes.
There's a lot of good teams. But, you talked to Brennan Pugh this week. His team's impressive.
Super impressive. And I asked him, you know, when you're undefeated like this, how much fun are you having? And he gave a good answer about, you know, enjoying the moment. But he made a good point that you cannot continue to have fun if the hard work is not put in. So they are going to celebrate these little victories along the way, but not let it get too big for them.
Yeah, and look, they were put to the test with that tonight in Smithville, a team that had been struggling a bit as of late. They were honoring their 1998 1A championship team as well. But, you know, a good one up there. It was our game of the week, and let's get out to the highlights.
WCBI's High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Carl Hogan Toyota in Columbus.
Grace, all black Toyota Tundra right here.
It has to be Cam's favorite car of the year, right?
Yeah, he said it's definitely made a case. Not only did it get him there in style, but it got him there safely, too. Best of both worlds, Hannah Montana style.
Woo!
Go get yourself
Love
one
that
from
show.
Carl Hogan Toyota. Let's get to the action. Smithville, Vardaman, division battle. The Rams trying to stay perfect. First possession's out. Pratt makes a man miss in the backfield, then cuts. He's eaten on this touchdown, much like us with Jax earlier this evening. Jax, thank you to that sponsor. The food was very good.
Except he
That
was
Vardaman
feasting
touchdown
on
was good.
some sweet potatoes.
Yes,
instead. Yeah.
that's right.
That's the difference.
If you want to send us sweet potatoes, that's cool
The
too.
Vardaman difference.
Jacoby Eccles catches this 100% of the time. This doubles the Vardaman lead. Those unis are clean too.
And I feel like deja vu is coming.
Yeah, I mean, look, a little bit. White rolling. Andrew Easley hauling it in. Grace, this made it 28-0.
Yeah.
Vardaman just establishing some dominance. Time to give the defense some love here. Carson Spann dropping back, overthrows it. Brandon Ruth picks it off. He fumbles during the return, but the Rams fall on it. Offense back on the field just a few plays later. Eccles takes the handoff, beats the defender to the edge, turns it up for another score. It's 35-0 with 7 minutes left in the first half. Vardaman was up 42-zip at the break. They won it 42-13. Rams stay perfect.
Our kids did a good job of starting fast. And, you know, we got some guys in the game and got some more playing time out of some guys that have been hurt or other reasons they haven't been playing. So we're glad to get Brady White going. And then, you know, defensively, they've been just doing what they've done all year. And they play hard. They follow the football. Coach Hendricks has done a good job getting them prepared. So obviously started strong.
Impressive stuff from
Yeah,
Vardaman.
big time.
Out to Clinton. Tupelo making the road trip to face the Arrows. Jeremiah Harrell passes it to Braylon Matthews.
Fake that, everyone.
Even the cameraman.
Sure.
And that'll put up Tupelo 6-0. Clinton quarterback Sam Semi passes to Brady Torrance. He makes two defenders miss, and he's on his way to
Looked like a 4-yard gain to a touchdown. That's an impressive play by that kid.
turns it into something more. 7-6 Clinton. 3rd and 26. Jeremiah Harrell. He's not phased. He goes deep to JQ Witherspoon. And
You heard
he
that. I
reclaims-
dropped a couple dimes right there. You heard
Yeah.
it.
Reclaims the lead 14-7. Tupelo. Big time win on the road 42-28.
Congrats to Ty Harden. Big win for him. A few scores. The Oxford Chargers beating South Haven 29-7.
Heard your East Coast there a
I
bit.
know. I don't know why a Boston accent came out there, but we'll roll with it. The Chargers, I believe that's their 3rd straight win. Saltillo Tigers, shout out Bert Sparks and Sales, beating Olive Branch. That's the tradition now, beating it 21-7.
They keep winning. He's going to keep getting shout outs.
Exactly. Lafayette, West Point. Nick Thompson for the Commodores loses the football while rolling to his left, and that's Braylon Hodges who's all over it. Green Wave take over. A few plays into the drive. Keeman Ewing punches it in for West Point.
He does like a little karate kick on his way into the end zone.
I think I saw a little throat slit right there,
Yeah,
too. I don't
that's-
know. Playing angry, but look, hey, if the run game
If
ain't
it
broke,
works.
don't fix it. Excuse
Kentarian.
me, Kentarian Tillman Evans, right, with the score 14-0 West Point.
He's impressive, man.
Cheer alumni night as well.
Okay, we didn't get any Keenan Daniels yet. Can
We
I have some
didn't.
Keenan
There he
Daniels?
is. He's right here. Look,
Thank
you
you.
ask, you shall receive.
Yeah.
75-yard touchdown just for you to make West Point go up 20-0.
He makes
Ended
it
up winning.
look like it's nothing.
I know. They win 42-3.
Another road trip. Columbus at Ridgeland. Reginald Wilkins, 46 yards in for the score.
That was easy.
Yeah, 26-7. Columbus recovers a muff punt on the kickoff, and it's nothing of it. Ridgeland stops it on 4th down. So Ridgeland is going to have a nice run by Javarius Luckett, and the TD comes from a handoff to Marquavian Cuff. That makes it 26-14. Columbus makes a little bit of a comeback, but inevitably Columbus is going to lose 27-26.
Tough loss for the Falcons. They played hard. All right. Corinth Pontotoc, Grace bet the under. She
I
is
did,
a
yes.
rich woman tonight.
Thank you.
They win it 10-3.
I'll buy your drink from the vending machine.
There we go. That's what it's all about. Clarksdale beating New Hope 35-7 as well. Let's get down to L-Town. Louisville
Favorite place to go.
hosting Mendenhall, undefeated. Rematch of the 4A state title game from last year over the middle. Jakevius Goss, man. He's been
I feel like we
impressive
talk
all
about him
season.
every single week.
We do. He always makes a big-time play for Tyrone Shorter's team. Later, 3rd and goal. Hunt gets the snap, rolls left, looking for Cameron Triplett. Nice grab in the back of the end
I
zone.
think our
but they-
cameraman could have caught that pass if he didn't.
Yeah, it looked like he could have, but they said it was out of bounds, so
Oh,
they had
man.
to settle for the field goal here.
Sugarfoot.
Cedric Hunt, 26-yard, ties the game up at 10. Louisville wins big, 41-16.
Ripley at Amory at Tupelo.
A lot of hats.
Battle of the Unbeatens. Early 3rd quarter, Panthers trailing 14-3, and they need a stop. Defense gets the job done. Tigers must punt. Panthers on offense. Handoff is to Emmanuel Randall. He picks up some tough yards before
Ripley's tough,
he's
man.
pushed out of bounds. Yes, super tough. Randall then goes left again, cuts back right, picks up the 1st down, and then coughs it up.
Oh, I see what you did. There you go. It's a bit.
But Alan Dobbs is on it, and he gets the recovery. Amory, quarterback Braden Moranto, then with a dump pass to Randall. A lot of Emmanuel Randall in this one. Short gain, 3rd down, Moranto looking deep, and he cannot connect with a receiver. So the Panthers are forced to punt. They're trailing 14-3 at this point, and they fall. First loss of the season, 14-10 to Ripley.
Ripley's a tough team. All right, some more scores. New Albany beats South Pontotoc 55-3. Houston over Kosciuszko 54-35. North Pontotoc beat by Helia 35-12. Caledonia topped Greenwood 39-16. And Shannon all over Itawamba 51-27. All right, coming up next here on EndZone, Nettleton and Choctaw County, a couple of very good 3A teams squaring off in a game that was a classic. Moorville visiting the East Webster Wolverines. Could that guy Mason Gillentine get it going? You'll find out. And Knox City County visits Southeast Lauderdale.
Welcome back into EndZone. Let's get straight to Choctaw County. Chargers hosting Nettleton. Early on for Nettleton, Braylon Williams finds Braden Hooks. Swing pass. Picks
Braden
up
times
a
two.
couple, Braden to Braden connection. Picks up a couple yards. Later on, Williams finds Kylan Gillard, and he is stuffed in the backfield. Chargers defense just too tough. Tigers punt there. Choctaw County's turn now. 3rd down, KJ Cork back to pass, and he finds Tayshawn King. He stays in bounds, takes it 70 3 yards to the house for the score. Extra point is good. The Chargers go up 7-0, and Choctaw County wins it 39-20, and they are your 3A Region 4 champs as well.
Big time victory. Congrats to Coach Mitchell and company. East Webster hosting Mooreville. Can we get a bigger color contrast with these uniforms? I'm not sure.
I know that's the first thing you notice.
Yeah, I know, right? Caleb Warnock runs right into a couple defenders after a 10-yard run, and then Artavius Moy, 20-yard touchdown there for the Wolverines. East Webster band, I'm sure they were playing some hits after this. I think I hear Sweet Caroline through the TV. I'm not sure.
You were singing.
Yeah. Will Carnathan keeping it for the Troopers for a 10-yard run. And then a guy who's been on top 5 a couple of times, Mason Gillentine, keeping the chains moving with a little 5-yard burst here. And then Bryston Johnson, I believe he was number 3 last week. I'm not 100% sure. But Bryston Johnson.
He just knocked that guy over like it was nothing.
Like when you turn 1 yard to 20, you're going to get respect here. But East Webster wins big over Mooreville, 42-14.
Another team with another road trip, Noxubee County facing Southeast Lauderdale. This game started off hot. Camario Taylor went to work finding Jalen King for the touchdown. Noxubee County takes an early lead, just walks in there like it's nothing. Northeast didn't want to miss out on the action, but Noxubee County's defense was just too good. They held strong and they forced them to punt. This allowed Camario Taylor to get right back to it. He finds DJ for the long touchdown, and after a 2-point conversion, it was 15-0 early on. Everything was just working for Noxubee County. They win 46-6, another long touchdown.
Looks like a Mississippi State commit to me.
I think he is, John.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at you.
I know. You speak it into existence.
Camario Taylor is special, though. I'll say it.
Yeah?
I'll be brave.
Yeah, that is very brave of you. Philadelphia beat Eupora 56-14. Winona topped Amanda Elsie 38-6. Belmont beat Tishomingo County 22-0. Hatley and Walnut went final 29-6. Senatobia over Aberdeen 39-0. Boonville over Alcorn Central 48-0. 3 out of 4 shutouts. And Kossuth topped Manatee 43-3. Coming up next year, the Lions made an hour and 10-minute trek up to East Union to see if they could urge it up. Let's see if Hamilton was able to. Nanawoya hosted Ethel. We got those highlights for you. And some Thursday night action, a big 1A contest. Biggersville and Baldwin. It's all next. All right, urchin it up, East Union and Hamilton.
Ooh.
Divisional game.
Fun matchup.
First quarter, driving right down the field. Trent Jones caps it off with a nice touchdown. 6-0 Lions. Why not go for 2? The analytics guys, they always tell you to do it. And Jones again, and it was good again. So 8-0 late in the first quarter. Hayden Frazier with an impressive run, and he bowls his way deep into Lion territory.
Should have been like a 3-yard pickup. It turned into way more.
And way more than that. That's right. Early second quarter, 3rd and goal. The handoff, Luke McVeigh. He's in for the touchdown. And then he'd go for 2 for tie it. It would be Drew Holloman to Ben Basil. No pesto, but 2 points. We're tied at 8.
Gets me every time.
Hamilton wins it 24-14.
Let's get out to Nanawoya. Warriors hosting Ethel. 3rd quarter, Ethel down 22-16. 2nd down, Bobo Hubbard gets the ball, and he gets a nice gain for a 1st down up the middle. But the Tigers, they can't convert later on in the drive. Warriors ball now. Isaiah Rossi gets the ball up the middle for a nice run and 1st down. Nanawoya is going to win this one 30-22.
Big win for Nanawoya.
Huge.
All right, let's get some more scores in here. Calhoun City beat Water Valley 40-14. Bruce topped MS Palmer 39-22. And let's get some more highlights. Now we got West Lowndes. There's Anthony King hosting Okolona.
Anthony King versus Anthony Watts.
There you go. Look at that. James Buchanan with a nice 25-yard run, and he got hit out of bounds. And then a little later, James Buchanan with a 5-yard touchdown. Or this 5-yard run set up a touchdown. Not by him, but you got a couple of good threats here. Silas Jones punches it in, and this was all Okolona topping West Lowndes 22-12.
Let's get some Thursday night football in here. Baldwin and Biggersville, big time division matchup. This one is for first place. The Bearcats' impressive opening drive capped off by this touchdown. Dylan Johnson with Draylon Watson on the other side of the throw. Touchdown, 7-0 Baldwin. Later in the first quarter, Drew Rousey hurls one deep, finds Trajan Gunn for the touchdown. And we are all tied up at 7 early in the second quarter. Bearcats deep in Lions territory. Johnson sneaks on in for another touchdown, so the Bearcats retake the lead 14-7, but that was fairly short-lived. Lions give it to Jathan Hatch, finds a hole. He is off 50 yards.
Turning it up
for the score. We are tied at 14, waning minutes of the second quarter. Rousey over the middle. Hatch takes it in for another touchdown. The Lions led 21-14 at the half. They win 35-14 and take control of that division.
More scores. TCPS beat Thrasher 46-0. Noxapater beat McAdams 16-12. And let's get out to Heritage. And Faulkner beat Myrtle 35-20. All right. So Bayou Academy and Heritage Academy. Bayou was up 21-7. Heritage comes up with a big sack here. All right, it was Charlie Fowler. Defense trying to make something happen, trying to get some points before the half. Second quarter winding down. And it's Noah Madden who comes up with a pick in his second straight week with an interception.
Like Madden,
there you go. Look, John Madden would be
reel.
proud. He had a big acrobatic pick against Starkville Academy last week. This guy was asking me to follow him on Instagram. I didn't know who he was. But then it was 21-7. Heritage had a punt. It was blocked. It was picked up by Elliott Lloyd for a touchdown. 28-7 at the half.
Cobra.
Bayou Academy wins this one, 45-21. More scores. Calhoun Academy beat Kemper Academy 55-14. Humphreys Academy topped Hebron Christian 66-26. Starkville over Magnolia Heights 12-10. Carroll Academy over them Stars at Winona Christian 26-9. Couple more. Marshall Academy over Columbus Christian 46-22. Lee Academy with 60 over Oak Hill. And Winston Academy topped St. Aloysius 35-14. And don't go anywhere. We've got some West Alabama highlights coming your way next.
Welcome back into EndZone. We have got homecoming in West Alabama. Marion County at South Lamar.
But nobody on the field as lucky as the homecoming queen.
Nobody. After a good punt, Brooks Wright hands the ball off to Michael Wilcox for the first score of the game. The extra point is no good, but the South Lamar cheer team loving it. Then on defense, South Lamar's Colt McAdams forces a fumble, and it is recovered by Chad McGarrity. Now with a short field, Charles Neal takes it in for the touchdown, just does it himself. Marion County fans, still cheering even though they're down. Marion County answers back to get on the board with a long touchdown, but that's not going to do it. South Lamar just too tough. They win it 48-15.
Big time. Let's stay in Alabama. Tuscaloosa Academy hosting Sulligent, who has been so good, those Blue Devils, to a Region 5. TA has just one region loss. Opening drive, direct snap.
Goodness.
Andrew Lowe almost has a 50-yard touchdown, but he's barely wrapped up at the end, just outside the 20. A few plays later, at the goal line, they just give it to Lowe again. He cashes in for the touchdown, 7-0 Sulligent. Knights trying to answer. Preston Lancaster drops back. Fires it into Mills Powell from 23 yards out, so now we got a tie game at 7. Later in the second, Sulligent's Brody Clark trying to escape pressure. Got some time, and then he's hit as he's thrown all the way to his right, and it's picked off by Hudson Powell.
Receiver right there to make the tackle.
I know, but this one was all Sulligent getting a big-time win at Tuscaloosa Academy. And let's get out to Gordo, shall we? Battle for first in 3A Region 5. Both teams came in unbeaten in region play. Late first half, Oakman up 10-0. Jace Neal, Ethan Wilder on the screen, takes it in for a 10-yard touchdown. Oakman leads 10-7 at the half. Third quarter, same score. Gordo tries to fake a punt. It doesn't fool anybody.
Reminds me of that Colts punt.
Oh, geez.
I'm sorry, I didn't even mean to. I shouldn't have brought that up.
People were blocked at least. Wildcats going for it on 4th and 9. The pass broken up by Ethan Wilder to get the green wave the ball. Then later in the third, still 10-7, screen pass to Christ Javian Clark. He makes a couple Wildcats miss.
Man, he made about 7 moves in a matter of like 2 seconds.
I know. 1 minute left in the third. Neal going to keep it himself from 15 yards out for the touchdown. Gordo goes on to win it 35-10. We got a few more scores here for you. Hubbardsville beat Pickens County 39-15, and Aliceville barely snuck past Winston County 44-42. Don't go anywhere. We'll have our winners of the night when we come back. Teams of the night, Grace?
Got to give it to the Rams, staying undefeated.
Sweet potatoes with some marshmallows as well. Mine is West Point. Thank you so much for watching us. We'll see you next week.
WCBI Sports EndZone Show is brought to you by Jax, Carl Hogan Toyota, Wade Incorporated, Southern Housing, and Clark Beverage Group.